Never saw a single homeless person in China, but in US, if you go to the Philadelphia, the streets are filled with homeless people. There is no freedom in China. There is no freedom of speech. The media is not independent. It's controlled by the state, and you cannot protest against the government, or you cannot curse your leaders. But the freedom in China is different from the freedom in West. There are so many things in US which you cannot do in China, but there are so many things in China which you cannot do in the US.
Cause I don't give a fuck what you say. Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make. Yo, I got a lot of shit to say, so I'ma do this every day. I'll be writing things until I'm fucking buried in my grave. 6 feet deep under, but my body won't decay. Cause my messages are timeless, so they'll put them on display.
If you talk about the shoplifting, in US you have freedom to get into any store, buy snacks, drinks, whatever you want, take it and leave without paying. That's the freedom in US. But in China, the freedom is not to go into the store and buy whatever you want, but don't pay money. I myself have seen unattended stores in Shanghai, Wuhan, in Shangrao, Hangzhou. Like, there's unattended stores. No one is going to steal from your stores. Next point is homeless people. In US, they have freedom to put their tents wherever they want. In the streets, in the parks, in the subways, you're gonna find a lot of homeless people. But in China, even though I tried to find homeless people, I searched in the streets, I looked into the subway, I saw in the park, I never saw a single homeless person in China. But in US, if you go to the Philadelphia, if you go to the Skid Row, the streets are filled with homeless people. In US, you have a freedom to rob whoever you see on streets in the middle of night. But in China, that's not the case. You can go out in the middle of night, even girls. I have seen girls out when I was in Wuhan, in Hangzhou, in Shanghai. People go out in the middle of night, they eat barbecue, and they go out with their friends without being afraid that someone is going to hurt them. That's the real freedom in China. Well, right opposite to me, this skyline of Shanghai, a beautiful skyline of Shanghai. And if you look around, you're not going to see any trash on the road, and there's no tents. It's very clean. That's the difference. That's the difference. In US, you have a freedom to pick up parcels, deliveries, packages from outside of people's home. And even though if you're inside, someone is gonna come outside, they're gonna pick up the delivery and they're gonna run away. Meanwhile, in China, I have seen those delivery guys, they have deliveries scattered on the floor and no one bothers about it. Apart from that, people packages stays outside of their homes the whole day until you come back from your office, from your work, and then you come home and pick up your deliveries by yourself. So that's the freedom in China, that your deliveries are safe. Some people say that in China you don't have a freedom of speech and you cannot criticize your government, which up to some extent I agree. But when I asked this question to someone here in China, and the answer was that if you have enough food, if you have shelter, if you have good health, and people are not living on streets, there are no tents, there are no homeless people, and everyone is happy, why we need to criticize our own government? When I heard this answer, and I was like, yeah, it makes sense, that's right.
Cause I don't give a fuck what you say. Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make. Yo, I got a lot of shit to say, so I'ma do this every day. I'll be right.
In US, home intruders, they have a freedom to go inside any house they want. It doesn't matter at daytime or it doesn't matter at nighttime. They will go inside your house, and even if you're not at home or even if you are at your home, they will come into your house, they will steal whatever they want. Meanwhile, in China, that's not the case. People leave their houses unlocked and no one even bothers or no one even dares to go inside to someone's house to steal something. Look at this beautiful subway station in Shanghai. The name of this subway station is Yuyuan Garden. Now the lights are yellow. Look. Well, if we talk about the freedom in US, they have a freedom to throw a person on the subway track and take their lives. Not only that, you're gonna see a lot of tents, a lot of homeless people on the subway station in US. But oh wow, it just changed color. Look, it looks so beautiful. Wow. Look here. What? Well, I was talking about the homeless people, but in China, that's not the case. If you see here, look, you're not gonna see any homeless person anywhere. It turned white. In US, you have a freedom to carry guns with you all the time. And not only that, you have a freedom to do drugs. I mean, if you go to Philadelphia, you're gonna see a lot of zombies on the street. But in China, that's not even possible. You cannot even think of doing drugs because China is very strict against this kind of thing. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching this video. If you like the video, don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. Till then, bye bye.